James from the Wife and Watch here, and here with a slightly different video. I recently learned that Marincess was getting a new support card, support monster, and I wasn't expecting it. And the reason why I wasn't expecting it is because it isn't a Marincess card. So I'm a little bit confused about it, but I thought, actually, when I read the card, I thought, actually, this is definitely worth looking at. So I just wanted to show you, first of all, this is my current Marincess build. I suppose the purpose of the video today is just sort of to have a quick look, because actually it's not my strongest list. I think I would want. I think it needs a bit of work. I'm pretty comfortable with the monster ratios as they are, although I haven't played this deck properly for a long time. The Silent Sea Nettles are a bit of a tech choice, which of course could quite easily be switched out with the new one, but let's talk about the new one first of all, I suppose. So I've got it down here. So it's a Trickstar Aqua Angel, coming out in the new Odeon set. I don't even know when it's coming, to be honest with you, but I've ordered a play set anyway. And the top line of text says, this card is always treated as a Marincess card. So I didn't know there was a link to Trickstars and Marincess, but I mean there is now, but I didn't know there was prior. To be fair, it's a good looking card. You know, it's a water, it's level 4, it fits in the deck pretty well. It's fairy, which isn't ideal, but in terms of the effect, it says link monsters that point to this card cannot be destroyed by a battle, full stop, which is quite nice. And you can only use each of the following effects of Trickstar Aqua Angel once per duel. If you control a Trickstar or Marincess monster, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. And if this card is sent to the graveyard as link material, you can look at your opponent's hand and all face down cards they control. So that's quite nice. But they're both, you can only use each of the following effects once per duel. So it is once per duel. So you can get one special summon from that. And you can look at your opponent's hand and face down cards once, which is fine. It is a hard once per turn, just making sure of that. I think it's definitely a 3 of. I mean, I think it is. But I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, looking at the deck as it is, there's a few that I'm not sure about. I mean, the Marincess traps aren't the best, but at the time I wanted to run them because obviously I like to try and run most of the cards that were meant for the deck as possible, especially when I'm making a pure Marincess deck that it is. I mean, these are arguable, but I think you can probably see that these are probably going to drop out. If I just move them down here actually for now, just to remind myself. And they may or may not come out for now, but let's assume that we have 3 of these. Okay, so let's just search for Marincess again. Nope, I was right the first time. There it is. So let's just assume I have 3 of those in the deck. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what have we got? 3, 6, 9, 11 across, 23 monsters that would be out of 42. I suppose it's not a massive deal. I mean, effectively you've got 6 monsters with Signet Mining. I still like the dives. I know that they're not played at 3 sometimes, but I think as a pure build, up to now it was a pure build. The only thing that's put me off is the once per duel thing. I didn't realise it was a once per duel thing. You can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard, so I'm only going to get the one special summon. But but the link monsters that this card points to cannot be destroyed by battle. Full stop. Yeah, I mean we're still going for the towers thing by using the Battle Ocean in order to equip a link monster with multiple link monsters or multiple Marincess monsters, and create that sort of towers effect. But I suppose the extra special summon isn't going to be a bad thing. With it being a fairy, it's not going to be searchable. I can't think of anything else that's going to search a fairy water monster. Is it a brick after the first time you've used it? You can always dump one into the graveyard. And if it's sent there to the graveyard as link material, which isn't going to be difficult. Interesting. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys, but I'm not entirely sure on how to change my deck at this minute. I know it's got to be in there, but is it a 3 of? Let's ask the question. Is Trickstar Aqua Angel a 3 of in a Marincess list? I'm not entirely convinced. There's plenty of other cards that should be in there, so let's open up the comment section, guys. Let's tell me what should be in this deck, what shouldn't be in this deck. Let's build a proper Marincess list together. The extra deck, albeit I've sort of played all 3 Link 4s in there, so they potentially don't necessarily need to be in. But I'd like to run most or all the names. There probably should be 3 blue slugs, but obviously to make it all fit, it's down to 2. Let's open up the comment section below, as my friend Dark Magician 84 would say, and tell me, A, Trickstar Aqua Angel, is that a 1, 2 or a 3 of? And any suggestions as to cards I might swap these traps out for, and any other card ratio ideas you might have. Thanks once again, guys, and we'll see you for when the profile is finally updated. And I appreciate the comments already. I'm hoping there's going to be a few, but we'll see how we go. Speak to you next time. Cheers.